Hi, my name is Ilham, and today I'm walking you through my assessment for full stack developer at Splutter using Django REST API for the backend and React 5 for the front end. And my primary goal for this project was clean architecture using the separation of concept. First, we take a look for the Django REST API. The API need to calculate distance, factor in duty limit, and then simulate a multi-day schedule according to US hour of service rules. Okay, let's start by looking at what each file does. First, we have a constant.p. Uh, this is our single source of truth for all hour of service rules, like the 70-hour cycle limit and the 11-hour driving maximum and 30-minute mandatory break. Any rule change happen here. Next, we have in the directory details, we have helper.p. The file handle the basic or the general function, non-business specific tools. The two crucial functions here are format time 24 hour, which convert decimal hour into a clean hour and minute format for the logbook. And more importantly is a parse location string, which use robust regexec to safely convert the input coordinate, longitude and latitude into the numeric array that our routing engine requires. Now for the external call, service ORS, the get route data function is dedicated for OpenRoute API. It takes the list of coordinates, request a route profile specifically for heavy goods vehicle, and handle the unit conversion, turning ORS method and second into the miles and hour we need for the hour of server calculation. Okay, and then hour of service.p, the file that contain the primary business intelligence, the generate host logbook. Function runs are complex day-by-day simulation. First, I initial a logbook event with the string empty array, and the current time is 7. We assume is starting from the 7 a.m. and the current day is a 1. And for the remaining driving time, it equals total driving hour from the parameter. Every new simulate day start with 10 hours minimum of duty rest. And for max driving today, we should find limit of hour today. And after that, we initial non-driving duty. And driving segment 1 is maximal. It's 8 hours a day before rest. And we add the rest 30-minute mandatory if needed and time remain. If we still have a duty, we add on driving segment 2. And after that, if there is time left in the 24-hour day, we add a sleeper break. After all, even add to logbook event, the day will be increment and run loop until our remaining driving time is left. Okay. Finally, we move to view.e. So specifically, the he post method act as the coordinator. it validates the request called the get root data service twice. For the deadhead root and also transfer root. And we pass our pickup and drop off location and summary for total driving hour, total trip miles, and total on-duty non-driving. After that, I make it intermediate stop with value if total driving hour more than max driving before a break. We adding off a rest and adding automatically refueling stop on mid road. And after all, the final response should be like this. The response data should be have a road data of object and also array of object logbook event. So when we execute the API, I define for the body, we should have a current location, pickup location, drop off location, and current cycle use. So after we send the body to the API, uh, the the response should be like this. Have object row data and also uh, array of object logbook event. Okay, let's now transition to the front end. For the architectural strategy, I using approach micro front end and modularity. The core architectural strategy here is a strict modularity, adhering closely to the principle of separation of concern. We have effectively implemented a feature-based structure that lay the foundation for a micro front-end approach to the application scale. If you look at the source directory SRC, it is organized based on distinct functionality for on directory features. This is the heart of our application. It encapsulates all user-facing view divided by function. For directory result dashboard, handle all post-calculation visualization. This include the log display component with the render daily hour of service schedule and the map display which visualize the route geometry and trial summary. And for the directory trip input module, this is our primary interactive component where the user enter the key date, the current location, pickup location, drop off location, and also current cycle use per hours. And then for directory asset, a dedicated folder for all static results such as icon and image, ensuring organized asset management. And the second, for the state management and data flow, I manage data integrate with the Django API. using directory API and also service. Our backend is centralized here. The APS file configure Axios, acting as the low-level HTTP client. This client is consumed by trip service.js within this service folder, which encapsulates all necessary API requests, such as calculate trip requests. And for directory hooks, for use calculate trip, this is our step management layer. It implements 10-stack query use mutation hook to handle asynchronous data fetching. This hook manages the entire lifecycle of the request consuming this service, handling loading state, caching, and delivering the final data to display component. And the third, for the utility and the type safety, using hooks, polyline decoder. This is dedicated logic is essential for geospatial accuracy. It takes the encode polyline string received from the backend routing service and decode it into detailed array of latitude and longitude coordinate required for accuracy rendering on the map display. And for the directory types, the directory ensures type safety across the entire application. It defines all the necessary interface like a trip result for data object, ensuring consistency between the API response structure and component properties. And for the application shell and user experience is app.tsi. The file function as the application is consuming our feature component like such as trip input module, map display, and lookbook display. To enhance the overall experience and presentation, and also I integrated framework motion to deliver sophisticated UI transition, resulting in a significantly more beautiful and better user experience. Okay, we move test on the website. So first we should define our current location, pickup location, drop-off location, and current cycle use. For the parameter, I'm using the static from the New York to Washington. So this is our the sample longitude latitude. We can change in the future. So when we calculate trip, click the button calculate trip and out. The route data should be displayed on map display and will be have a trip summary. This is driving hours. Driving hour is 9.1 hours and total distance is 220 miles and the required is 1. And the third section is a daily hour of service logbook. We can see this is we assume the driver start from the 7 o'clock. So the driver of DATI duration is 10 hours mandatory. And on DATI on 17 17 time, and duration is 2.5 hours. After that, in 19 30. The driving duration is driving segment 1 is for 8 hours. After that, break for half hour and continue for the segment 2 for the duration 1.1 hour. Okay, this is concludes the technical walkthrough of the full stack trip planner application. I hope the presentation was clearly demonstrate the functional accuracy of the hour of survey logic and the modularity of both the Django API and the React format. To be fully transparent about the assessment process, I dedicate approximately 10 hours over 2 days to completing this project. During the first day, I spent a significant amount of time learning the best practice for implementing service layer in the Django, rather than focusing purely on the application business logic. This decision was a strategic investment to ensure the final code was architecturally sound and professionally clean. Thank you for this opportunity to participate in the assessment for the full stack developer position. I am personally strong motivated to continuously improve my skill, not just in programming, but also in professional communication and collaboration. I genuinely hope your company choose me, as I am eager to contribute to the team and gain more worldwide connection experience. I am prepared to accept the minimum standard salary to start, as long as I can contribute meaningful work and grow alongside the team. Okay. Thank you once again for your time.